Alright, folks, how are we? How we all doing? Let's see who's in the chat. This fine Saturday afternoon. It is Saturday, right? I think so. Yeah, definitely Saturday. It's definitely 4 o'clock. So, we've got 6 with us so far, so we'll just see if anybody's going to be around this afternoon. I've got 8. Hi Greg, how you doing, mate? You alright? I just watched your video. Really cool stuff. You know, when you play that little riff, you've got this kind of thing, it reminded me of Superstition. That kind of thing, right? Really good job, man. Carhu 100. I take it that's not your real name. Or is it Carhu? So nice to have you here though, man. Hi Bill. Hi Chad. Hey Pete. Alright, we got 21. That is good. We're back up to good numbers again. You know, I think, as I said, this summer's been mad, man. It's been really mad. So I know, apologies for my schedule being kind of all over the place. You know, like one week it's Monday, next week it's Sunday, next week it's Thursday. The next week I just spontaneously jump in with a live out of nowhere. Hi Noah, 8 a.m. up nice and early, great, awesome. Hey Tom, glad you're here, buddy. Awesome, you know, like it's nice just to hang around with you guys. Warren from Oz. Wow, what time's it over there, Warren? It must be quite late, I imagine. It's so cool. One of my favourite things to do is to have. I'm going to see if I can change the latency on this actually, because what is let me see. Is it too late for me to do that? I don't know. Anyways, so it's been yeah, a mad summer, lots of stuff going on. I'm going to share a lot with you guys actually, because one of the big things, 1 a.m, wow, crazy, 1 a.m. in Australia. But glad to have you here. Hopefully I'll not put you to sleep with this lesson. Got a really exciting one for you guys. I'm really excited to share this. A few cool ideas that are really easy, and nice and lovely to play. So you're gonna have a lot of fun with this one. You're all gonna be able to play it, get some cool sounds at your guitar. So yeah, but I'm just gonna share a little about my personal life for a second, because one of the maddest things that have happened over the last couple of weeks is we rent this cottage in Scotland, and it's lovely. It's a beautiful home, and it's in the countryside, and so much has happened in this home. We get married here. We've had the studio, everything in YouTube, everything happened here. It's a very special place. But the landlord's family's now moving in, so we need to relocate, and we're gutted. You know, so it's kind of threw everything up in the air. So it's been a bit of a stressful time. And I think we've decided that we're going to go to Poland. My wife's from Poland, and we're going to go there for maybe the next year. And we're going to save for a mortgage, because we can live in my wife's family home, which is free. So we're going to be there. So you're going to be getting all the lessons and everything from Poland over the next year. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you're all doing good. Let's get into the lesson. I'm just gonna double check. All right, folks, how are we? Oh. Okay. Anyways, less of that. I just want to explain why I've been a little bit all over the place the last couple of weeks. Okay, so we have some new folks around with us today as well, which is cool. So glad to have everyone here. Kit Kat's got any Megadeth? I'm sorry, no. I could look into it for you, but I don't. Hello, Sporty Otter. All right, okay, guys. So we're gonna get into the lesson. Let's have a little look here. So we're gonna start off with the lesson that I did earlier on in the week. You might have seen it. So we're going to look at some interesting chord voices. Now, some of you will know this already, especially if you watched my previous lesson, but we're going to take it a step further, right? It's about how we play the A chord, and we're going to play it like this, right? Index finger on 5 on the B, middle finger on 6 on the G, third finger on 7 on the D. And we can play, I have my thumb muting the E string, right? And we're going to play everything like that. I love playing the A chord like this, right? It's really cool. Nice to take my middle finger off and on there as well. It's pretty cool. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that shape and we're going to move it to the 3rd, 4th and 5th. The 1st, 2nd and 3rd. Now don't worry if you've seen this and you're like, Tony, I know this already. Don't worry, there's going to be some new stuff coming up, alright? But I want to start with this. Alright? So, where I go. Now, what I love about this, right, and I wish somebody told me this when I was first learning guitar, is that I could play an A, a G, and an F without taking my fingers off the fretboard, without having to change. And I think if you start with something like this and you can start to make music right away without chord changes, that would really help. It would have helped me. But I generally love these voicings. Alright, now we can take it a little step further here and go into the E chord. Alright, there are different options. I could keep this. I could keep my 1st finger on the G string and just play like that. I can put my middle finger here on the D in the 2nd fret. And again, I'm kind of muting the low E string because just to keep it from muddying up a little bit. Or I could go right into an E chord. Or I could do both. And that's going to make sense in just a second. So I'm going to play those chords together, right? So if we do this. Gonna screw that up a bit, hold on. Alright, now the E. Then we can start adding our pinky in to the high E string on the same finger, the same note fret that your 3rd finger's on. Alright, and add some different. And then we could also add a little bridge coming up to the 8th, 9th and 10th. That would be, oh, that's not the 8th, 9th and 10th. This is. And that would be a C. 10th, 11th, 12th is a D. don't know how you guys do that as well, right? When you're picking, if you go behind the sound hole, alright, try that. It's got a really cool, when you pick notes, if you do it behind the sound hole, right, it's just got that cooler. Sometimes when you think you're picking your acoustic guitar and it doesn't sound as nice as the you know, when you hear it in the record, just making that little change, go from here. Sorry, getting into I've always loved that song. That's always one of my warm-up songs. Some Sweet Home Alabama. Alright, so yeah, the drone kind of thing. Nuevo, I love this kind of stuff as well. So Deanne, not following at all, don't know what fingers are on what frets and where. Can you explain? Sorry, Deanne. Absolutely. So, what I'm doing here, right, is with these chord voicings, right, I'm playing an A chord, but I have my index finger on 5, 6, and 7 from the B string, right? So 5 on the B, 6 on the G, and 7 on the D, and I'm playing my index finger, middle finger, and third finger, alright? Like that, and I'm playing the A string open, and the high E string open, right, like that. Okay? And I'm just taking that shape, and I'm moving down to 3, 4, and 5. That becomes a G. Moving down to 1, 2, and 3. That becomes an F. Alright, so same shape. Okay. And then I'm playing an E just by putting my index finger on G on the first fret. And playing all the strings. And then getting into a full E chord like that. So I'm going A, G, F, E with my first finger, and then a full E. And then I'm playing that same shape, my index finger on 8, middle finger on 9, third finger on 10, on the B, G and D, and that's a C. I'm taking that same shape, so the same shape basically, and then the 10th, 11th, and 12th fret. From the B, G, D, 10, 11, 12, and that's a 10. So 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm taking the same shape up, 8, 9, 10, and 10, 11, 12. Okay, it's actually an F major 7 down here. Alright, I'm not, obviously these chords, that's not a full C, and I'm playing 8, 9, 10 up here as well, you know, but that's, what I'm basically doing, right, and just to explain this, is these are just triads that I'm taking from, if I do an A bar chord here, for example, right, I'm taking the 3 notes out of that, on the G, the D, G, and B strings. And that's just like here. So the way I think about this is playing an A, like if I do a bar chord, the E-shaped bar chord, and I start on the 5th fret for the A, 3rd fret for the G, 1 fret for the F, and then the E here. Just out of context, that's also hit the road jack. So I'm just taking that little triad out of those bar chords, right? And that's would be a C, and that would be a D, but obviously with the added A and E, it changes things up, but because I'm playing in the key of A, it works. Alright? So let me know, Deanne, if that is alright. If you need any more clarification on that, just let me know, buddy, and I'll go over it. Alright, I'll clarify on it. Okay, so we're actually going to move on to the next part of that, right? And this is something, I was watching a Paul Davids video the other day, right? And he was interviewing some guy that was, I can't remember his name, but he's a well-known artist that I don't know. But and he was talking about these drone chords that I love, which is interesting. He's playing a lot of the stuff that I like to play, and I'm like, cool. And then he did something. He used this chord voicing, using like a C sharp minor. That's actually right. So my index finger's on 9 in the G, my third finger's on 11 on the D, and pinky is on 11 on the high E, and I'm playing everything from the A string, and I thought, wow, that's beautiful. And I thought to myself, what could I do with that, right? This was the inspiration behind what I'm going to play, and again, this is why I was talking about like what I'm kind of going through with the house and stuff. And I kind of made this song up while I was thinking about all of that, right? So I'm going to share with you a little piece that I made to give you ideas to then either play the same thing or to do something with this. So what's happening here, right, is we're playing either in the key of C sharp minor or E. They're the same key. And all we're going to do is we're going to use the D and the G strings to play every chord in that key. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our third finger on the D, and middle finger on 1 on the G. Like that, right? Okay, brilliant, Deanne. Okay, so, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to climb up the chords in E major. Okay. Now, what I'm actually going to do first is just show you these full chords, right? If I to play every chord in E major. Sorry. Okay, so it would be E major, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, and again, you don't really know these chords, I'm just explaining what they are. A, B, C sharp minor, and then it would be that'd be an E flat diminished, alright, chord. But we're not going to bother with that one. We're going to skip that and just go right to the E. Okay. Right, so let me see. Okay, or D sharp diminished or whatever it is. Anyways, if you take those chords, right, and all we're going to do is we're going to take the middle strings, the D and the G from those chords, and what we would have this, right? So fingering, middle finger on 1 in the G. Oh, sorry, yeah, we're going to do that. And third finger on the D. Alright, and stick with me, guys, because you're going to have something really cool in this, right? Take your third finger to 2, up to 4 on the D, first finger to 2 on the G, and I'm just going between the D and the G here, but actually we can just strum from the A string again, right? Actually, you can strum all the strings, actually. Let's just do that, just keep it easy. Okay, next chord. So there are two shapes, basically. We get the major shape and the minor shape, okay? So 1, 2, and then from the G to D string, 1, 2, and then 2, 4. Keep that shape. We're going to go 4, 6 from G to D. Okay? And then that'd be 6, 5. Yeah, 6, 7, sorry. Or 7, 6, whatever you want to look at. Right, so. And then move that up to 8 and 9. Then the C sharp minor, 9 and 11. And then to the E here on 13 and 14. Okay. If we strum all those together, we get this. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm going to start taking through the progression that I made up using these ideas. And we're going to start adding our pinky in to the high E string in the notes, okay? But that's the next step. First of all, I'm going to take through my little progression. We're going to go E, and kind of like a bar 1, 2, 3, 4, up to C sharp minor, which is 9 on the G, 11 on D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then to the effectively the B chord, so that'd be the 8 and 9. And then A, 6 and 7. And then the F sharp minor, so that'd be 2 and 4. Okay, so again. The way I'm going to strum it, right, is like this. So. It's all got the same kind of strumming apart from this part, right? It goes, let's start again. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. So going over those chords again one more time, right? Just for you, Deanne, we've got E, 1 and 2 from the G, and then C sharp minor, 9 and 11. Alright, and I'm starting here. It's important I keep those right fingers going, right? I've got my middle on the first and my third finger on the second. And then I take my third finger on the D and I slide it up to 11 on the D, and I put my first finger then on the 9 on the G, and then I move my third finger down to 9 on the D, and my middle finger goes on 8 on the G, and then I move that shape down again to 7 and 6, and then I bring my index finger down to 2 on the G and slide my third finger back to 4 on the D, and then back to the beginning, okay? Now, it's going to change. I'm going to add a little melody into it, right? Now, the whole reason it got me to this was this chord voicing. It got me thinking, with all of these chord voicings, where can I add my pinky? Right? And what can I do with that, right? So, figure this out, right? If I start up here at C sharp minor, what works? Now, I'm not really thinking about theory here at all. I'm just using my pinky to see if it sounds good. Alright, 12 and 11. Okay, so again I'm keeping that shape and just adding my pinky in the high E string. I've got 11 and 12. Okay, if I bring the shape down to 8 and 9, I can put my pinky on 9, index finger on 7. I can do the exact same thing with that shape on 6 and 7. Alright, you can start to hear some nice melodies, right? Or nice ideas. And then on the F sharp, 6 and 2 and 4, I can use my pinky on 5 and 4 on the E, and then I come to the E shape here on 1 and 2. The G and D, and add my pinky in on number 2. Okay, so I'm going to go over that again, just coming from the C sharp minor. 12, 11, B, 6, 7, 9 and 7 high E, the A on the 6 and 7, 7 and 5 in the high E, F sharp minor on the 2 and 4 from the G and D, 5, 4 on the high E, the E, and add in on 2. Now I'm going to share with you my little progression, right? And it goes like this. One more time. I'm going to go over nice and slow and kind of show you, just explain what I'm doing here as well, right? So I'm going in the E on 2 and 4, 1 and 2 on the G and D. Down, down, up, down, then get my pinky on the high E, right? Number 2. And then I take it off again. Then up to 9 and 11. Then I'm going between that 12 and 11, the high E. And then 6 and 8 and 9. I'm going 9, 7, and then take my finger off again. And then I come right down into 6 and 7. Down, up, and then 7, 5, my pinky, my index finger on 7, 5, and high E. And then come down to F sharp minor, 2 and 4 on the G and D. Get my pinky on 5 and 4, down, up, 5, 4, open, and then E, start again. All right. Finish with a little blues. Oh, thank you, Deanne. I'm glad you liked that. And you know what? That's what I love about the acoustic guitar. Thank you, Bill. Is I love using all these drone chords or whatever they're called. You know, just simple. But I think the one, if you can, one of the nicest things about this instrument is having open strings ringing out. You know, so maybe I'll start experimenting with some different tunings and things like that as well. Thank you very much, Greg. Glad you appreciate it. I look forward to seeing what you come up with this. But yeah, it's simple, 2 strings, keep the rest of them open. Just adding in those little melody lines on the high E. You know, so it's yeah, cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know. I'll hang around for a bit, see if you've got any questions. You know, so cheers, Tom. Thank you, BH Perry. Seraphin, greetings from Serbia. Wow, yeah. Thank you for joining us, Seraphin. It's great to have people from so different areas, right? I mean, on here we have Australia, the UK, America, obviously, as well, Serbia, Germany as well. You know, so, and soon I'll be in Poland. You know, so that'll be fun. So I did do a few lessons in Poland as well. It's got a lovely little loft that I use there. That's great for recording. So you'll be seeing me from there. We'll have to say goodbye to this room, which I'm gutted about. You know, because it's built up. It used to just be this little couch over here, and then you know, as I started collecting more things, more guitars and stuff, and then I just had it all looking great, and now it's gonna have to all change. So, but onwards and upwards, and then hopefully next year I'll be buying my own house and I'll have another cool space to do this from. When's the move? The move are actually probably October. You know, we've got a few months to finish up here. We got on really great with our landlords. We live in a farm, and my landlord is our next door neighbour. And they were trying to get a permit to build land for their granddaughters on the that's Tony's room. Yeah, that's right. To build a house there, but they weren't able to get like permissions and stuff. So basically, they have to move in here. So nobody's really that happy about it, you know. But it is what it is, and it gives us the kind of incentive to actually, as much as I'd love to live in this place forever, we do want to buy our own place, you know, because renting is no good. You know, you can get kicked out at any point, as I'm just learning. So over in Poland, rent free for a year, and then come back, buy a place, and yeah, so. But yeah, this has been this room. So much has happened. My life's changed in this room. You know, my everything. So much has happened. So I'm grateful, and I know that everything in life is to push you forward in the direction you're meant to go. That's how I feel. So, but nothing, nothing takes away from the point when you move a place that you love. Especially, we got our dog here. We get married in the garden. You know, so it's. All of that is like breaking up with somebody. It's like a relationship, you know. So, anyways, I'm getting all emotional. I'm going to end up like spilling my heart out to you guys. But, like I said, it's cool to hang out with the community. And that piece that I wrote there this today is really kind of infused with those feelings. All right, so yeah. Anyways, I wanted to kind of just go over. So today's winner, I've been looking at the videos coming in. It's good that we're getting more engagement on the community. And as I said, now we have like this leaderboard thing. You know, so every month there'll be a winner. And I've got some pedals and stuff I'm basically clearing out. So I'm going to be giving stuff away. Alright, I can't take all my guitars with me and stuff. So I'm going to be giving away some prizes and things. So make sure you do your best to engage with the community. We're doing the Blues Boot Camp again on the 26th of August, so not long. It's nearly only just a week away. So we'll be getting hopefully some new blood as well into the group. And I'd like to, you know, you guys just to keep it going as well. You know, so I'll do my best to incentivize and inspire. All right, but keep it going. This week's winner we had Carlos Santana, aka Noah. I love that little piece you did, man, on the site. So everybody should check it out. Really cool to see you back on there, man. So yeah, very, very creative. In fact, why don't we just take a little look at it, right? Clinny boy, I've said before, you make these lessons so easy. I've always been a part of sorts and guitar, just learning songs with no idea about improv. Oh, that makes me very happy. That's great. These comments always make my day, so thank you very much. And thank you for the support, guys. I appreciate all of that. But yeah, I love the place in Poland. It's actually a really, it does feel like another home away from home. You know, so it's just going to take a little bit of time to get used to and say goodbye to this place. But yeah, so I'm going to just change the screen if I can, and if we can go on and see, can I do this? Well, okay, let me see. Where are we? Okay. So on here, we're gonna go and check out Noah. Here he is. Here's the man. First of all, how cool does this guy look? Huh? Alright. Beautiful, man. Wow, is that not amazing, guys? Fantastic. Let's see, I'm going to come back. How do I do this? There we go. Alright, so Noah, you're today's winner, man. So you're gonna get a lesson with moi. Alright, me. I'm still speaking French. So I'll send you a little message to book a call. Alright, and yeah. So guys, thank you. Just looking back at the comments. Guitars are like potato chips. Can't just have one. Put your guitars in storage until your return. They're your old friends. Yeah, you know, there's guitars that I'll keep for sure. So I'm keeping my main one. I'm bringing my main one. And I'm bringing the, my little, I've not got it here, my Parlor. And my other Martin, my mahogany. And one electric. My Strat. So yeah. How good was that with Noah, right? So well done, Noah. That was awesome, man. Another lesson up for grabs next week, guys. So get your videos in, alright? Take these chord voicings and do something with them. Alright, have fun. Let me see some videos coming in. And put down your mark, alright, on this community. Alright, let's, and before we get some new folks in as well. Alright, you guys are the OGs. Alright, the originals. Alright, so let's see your stuff. And then you guys are going to be the ones looking after the newbies when they come in as well. You know, so brilliant, Noah. Good stuff, man. And also, talking about the boot camp and stuff going on next week, so make sure you jump in that. You know, most of you were there last time. So we've all been doing kind of the similar stuff. that we did last time, kind of the same kind of structure, but I'll be throwing in some other cool things, some new licks and different things like that. So make sure you come along for that. Anyway, guys, I really enjoyed hanging out with you all for guys and ladies for the last for this. And on Thursday, I'm going to be on the Council of Chords as well, so it'll be good to see you all in person as well and have a chat. So Thursday at 5 p.m. BST, if you can make it, I'd love to come on and hang out with you for a while. So, alright guys, thank you very much for taking the time to come and hang out with me today. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and I'll see you guys soon.